How to stay strong in no contact and not break it. The brutal truth about no contact. It's not what you think. At first, you tell yourself it's just temporary. No contact is just a strategy, a trick to make her miss you. You think that if you stay silent long enough, she'll wake up one day, realize she made a mistake, and come running back. But this is where most men get it completely wrong, because no contact isn't about her at all. It's about you. It's about breaking free from the psychological prison you don't even realize you're in. No contact is like quitting an addiction. The first few days hit you like withdrawal from a drug. Your brain craves her, her voice, her presence, the validation she once gave you. Your hand hovers over your phone. You check her social media, hoping for a sign. Maybe she posted something cryptic. Maybe she misses you too. Maybe, just maybe, she's waiting for you to break first. But deep down, you know the truth. You're not checking her social media because you want her back. You're checking because you don't know who you are without her. And that's what no contact is really about. Reclaiming yourself. The first phase, chaos and self-doubt. This is the hardest part. Your mind fights back, whispering lies. What if she's already moved on? What if she's with someone else? What if I was wrong to let her go? This is where most men fail. They break no contact because the silence is too loud. They send that one last text, "Hey, hope you're doing okay," and suddenly they've lost all their progress. But if you hold the line, something changes. The twist, when you stop caring, the power shifts. One day, the urge to text her fades. The anxiety loosens its grip. You wake up and realize you didn't think about her first thing in the morning. And that's when everything flips. She feels it. The energy shifts. The moment you genuinely stop caring, when you truly let go, she starts to wonder why. Why aren't you checking up on her? Why haven't you reached out? Because here's the secret. Women don't miss men who beg. They miss men who disappear. And now, for the first time since the breakup, you have the power. But the real question is, what will you do with it? The dark psychology of why she starts chasing you. At first, she's confident. She thinks you'll break. She expects a late-night text, a random "I miss you," or a pathetic attempt to check in. But when the silence drags on, that's when the real game begins. At first, she brushes it off. He's just playing hard to get. Then, days turn into weeks, and something inside her shifts. The absence you created is no longer just space, it's scarcity. And scarcity is a powerful weapon. How absence triggers desire, the scarcity principle. Human psychology is wired for loss aversion. We panic more about losing something than we get excited about gaining something new. She expected you to be there, waiting, suffering. But instead, you've disappeared. And now, she's not just thinking about you, she's obsessed. This is why no contact works. It flips the roles. Before, you were the one craving her attention. Now, she's the one wondering why she doesn't have yours anymore. The silent war. Why she watches from the shadows. She won't text you first. Not yet. That would be admitting defeat. Instead, she starts lurking. She watches your stories, but never likes them. She posts cryptic quotes, hoping you'll take the bait. She asks mutual friends about you, but casually, as if she doesn't care. But behind the scenes, she's spiraling. The moment she realizes she can't have easy access to you anymore, her mind starts rewriting history. Was he always this strong? Did I misjudge him? What if he's already moved on? And that's when the regret kicks in. When does she start regretting? It happens when she sees proof that you're no longer broken. When you stop chasing. When you look happier. When you glow up and become the man she always feared you could be. And here's the ultimate irony. She won't miss you. She'll miss the version of you she can't have anymore. And when that happens, she'll come back. But the real question is, will you even care? Why breaking no contact destroys your progress? You've been doing so well. Silence has turned into strength. Your emotions are no longer in her control. You've begun to rediscover who you are, and the world feels bigger, brighter, and full of possibility. But then, one moment of weakness pulls you back in. You think, it's just one text. One message won't hurt. But here's the truth. Every time you break no contact, you destroy the progress you've made. The hidden self-sabotage behind that harmless text. At first, it seems innocent enough. You tell yourself, I'll just check in. No big deal. But that one message is more than just a check-in. It's a psychological contract you're signing, one that reopens the door to your old self, the self that needed validation from her. Each time you reach out, you lower your emotional state and remind her that you're still available. The worst part? You're teaching her that she doesn't need to fight for your attention. You've given her the power back. The moment you initiate contact, your value drops. You're no longer the mysterious, strong man she was starting to wonder about. Instead, you've turned into the man who needs her. And that's not the person she'll respect. The psychological test. She wants you to break first. She's playing a game, whether consciously or subconsciously, and the rules are simple. Who will break first? She's testing you. When you stay silent, she's not sure where you stand. She can't predict your next move. But when you break no contact, she gets the answer she's been hoping for. You're still emotionally attached to her. And here's the kicker. She's not only watching your behavior, she's analyzing it. Every time you break no contact, she gets the confirmation she needs to manipulate the situation further. It's not about love anymore. It's about control. How breaking no contact confirms her power over you. When you break no contact, you've just handed her the most powerful weapon, the knowledge that she can manipulate you. She will begin to see your desperation, not as a sign of love, but as a sign of weakness. She'll know that if she doesn't answer, you'll just send another message. And another. It doesn't matter what you say. The act of breaking no contact proves that you're still emotionally dependent. You've allowed her to take the upper hand once again. The twist. Every time you resist, you become stronger, and she grows weaker. The beauty of no contact is that it forces you to face your own weakness. The first time you resist the urge to break no contact, it's difficult. You'll doubt yourself. Your mind will scream at you to give in. But the more you resist, the stronger you become. Every moment of self-control, every decision to stay silent instead of sending that text or calling her, adds to your emotional strength. And as you grow stronger, she weakens. Because the longer you hold out, the more she realizes that you're not the man who crumbled after the breakup. You've become a different version of yourself, one who's not ruled by his emotions. In the end, it's her who will wonder if she made the wrong choice, not you. And that is the true power of no contact. The unseen transformation, how no contact changes you forever. No contact isn't just a strategy. It's a catalyst for transformation. What seems like a painful, frustrating waiting game at first evolves into something far more profound. No contact forces you to face your inner demons, and through that struggle, you don't just heal, you evolve into someone unrecognizable, someone unstoppable. How silence forces self-reinvention, and why most men never realize it. When the silence first sets in, it's excruciating. Your mind races, your heart aches, and your thoughts constantly drift back to her. The fear of losing her, or worse, the fear of being forgotten, feels overwhelming. But here's the secret. This time is about reclaiming yourself. The absence of her voice in your life forces you to redefine your identity. Without the constant distraction of her presence, you're forced to look inward and face the parts of yourself you've been neglecting. No longer are you the person who revolves around someone else's validation. You are no longer bound by the relationship. Instead, you start to reinvent yourself, piece by piece, until the man you were before seems like a distant memory. This is self-reinvention at its rawest form, and most men never truly realize it. They see no contact as a form of punishment, but in reality, it's the chance of a lifetime to rebuild. The confidence paradox. You stop chasing, and suddenly you become magnetic. One of the most surprising truths about no contact is the confidence paradox it creates. When you stop chasing her, when you stop craving her attention, you become magnetic. Why? Because people are drawn to those who don't need anything from them. And when you stop obsessing over her, you stop projecting desperation. You start living life on your terms, and this quiet confidence becomes your new aura. You start making decisions based on what's best for you, not what you think will make her notice you. This shift is subtle but powerful. You'll catch the glances of people around you. Your friends will notice a change in your energy. And deep down, she will feel it too. But by then, it might be too late for her to reclaim the man she once knew. You don't just heal, you evolve into someone she wouldn't recognize. Healing isn't about getting over someone. It's about becoming a new version of yourself. And no contact accelerates this process. You begin to take care of yourself in ways you never did before. You focus on your growth, your goals, and your passions. You rebuild your life from the inside out. As the days pass, you'll notice something incredible happening. Your confidence is no longer attached to her, or anyone else for that matter. You've learned to find strength from within, not from external validation. The truth is, you are becoming the version of yourself she never saw coming. When she finally reaches out, the man she left behind will no longer exist. Instead, she'll meet a stronger, more self-assured person, someone who no longer needs her to feel whole. The irony? The man you've become might be the one she's now chasing. The twist: by the time she comes back, you'll have outgrown her completely. Here's the real twist of the entire no-contact journey. By the time she finally realizes what she's lost and comes back into your life, you'll have already outgrown her. The emotional attachment you once had will be gone. The need for her approval will no longer exist. You'll see the situation for what it really was, and realize that she wasn't the missing piece of your life. Instead, you'll be the one with the power. You've built yourself into someone capable of standing alone, someone who doesn't need anyone to complete him. And when she returns, it will be clear. You are not the same man she left behind. You're someone better, someone who has learned to live for himself, not for others. By the time she realizes that you've changed, you'll be standing tall, unshaken, and completely free. And that freedom? It's yours to keep.